Hello, good day everyone. Today I'll be teaching you how to create invoice for your business and share with your clients. So if this is an example of an invoice, you can easily create online and share with your customer. So it will have every major details an invoice need to to an invoice need to share with your customer. So it contains it contains your company's name, company's logo, company detail, the services you are rendering, the total amount, and the payment system you want to use to accept your payment. So let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is to sign into Cordlo. Cordlo, with Cordlo, you'll be able to create a professional email and share with your customer. So once you sign into Cordlo, you can go to Invoice. So under Invoice, you click on Add Invoice. Once you click on Add Invoice, you'll be able to select an existing customer from here or add a new customer. To add a new customer, you click on Add Customer. Then it will show this model where you'll be able to input the name of the customer, every detail of the customer, select tax and address. Once you are done, you can click on Add Customer, then come back to select the customer. So you can, for example, you can select an existing customer that you have added before. So you can click on it. Then you can come to edit the invoice number. You can give the invoice a title. For example, let's just call it maybe for a web development agency. Let's call it website package. Then you can select the invoice date. You can select the due date. When the invoice will be due, you can select that. You can add new items. So items mean the services you render, the products you sell. It means anything. So from here, you can select any existing services you provide and add it. To create a new service or product, you can click on create new product. Then you'll be able to upload the picture. You'll be able to add the name and pricing and description. Then you click on add. So from this section, you can add a new item. For example, let's add web development. I can also update the description from here. So I can call it a website package. I can call it maybe website development page. Then I can add maybe it's just one package. I can update the pricing from this section. I can update the pricing from here. Then the next section is you can see the total. So I can add more new item. If I want to add domain name, then I can add the domain name and update the pricing from here too. So maybe the pricing is let me say maybe 40k. Then I can update the pricing from here. So we'll be able to see the total on this section. Now from this section, I can select any currency I want to use. So I'm using Naira because the client is in Nigeria. So here I can also add the tax. I can select an existing tax. If I want to make sure tax is added to this invoice, I can select it from here. If you don't have any tax, you can go to settings page and create tax, or you can click on create tax from here, which will enable you to create the tax. You can also add discounts. So if you want to give the customer a particular discount, you can do it from here or create the discount as well from this section and proceed. So once you have added the discount or tax, every detail you need to add, you can proceed to update maybe the notes and terms you want to include for the customer. So the next section is to add the payment system. So if you want to accept payment from the customer via bank transfer, then you can select bank transfer, select any of the banks you want to use. To add the bank to you, you can do that under the settings page. Then you select the bank you want to accept payment with, then proceed. So you can also include the bank detail in the invoice. Then the next section is if you also want to include accept payment from by online payments, maybe Paystack, you can click on Paystack to also accept payment with Paystack. Maybe you want the customer to be able to pay with their credit card or pay directly into your Paystack account, then you can do that with this. Then here you can give the Paystack payment page a display name or description if you want to, anytime the customer wants to make the payment, they will see your company name. If you want to update that, you can always change it from this section. So you can also include if you want the payment after the customers make the payment, you want a receipt to be issued to the customer instantly. You can also select it from this section. If you want invoice payment link to be included on the invoice too, you can also do that from this section. The last section is to include footer notes. If there's any footer notes you want to include, there's maybe thank you for doing business with us, you can include it from this section. If there's any tag, maybe you want to segment the customer into a particular set of group, then you can segment this invoice into a particular group. So maybe the invoice you want to put them under a USB because a particular group, a particular segment, you can do that. If you want to include your signature too, you can check the include signature in invoice. So under settings, you'll be able to also include your upload your invoice. So once you check it here, instantly your signature will be attached to the invoice. So from this section, you can proceed to save as draft or save and continue. So once you save and continue, you'll be able to now proceed to preview the invoice. You can preview it from this section. So this is your invoice. You can now see every details you have imputed, everything you have on the invoice. You can see your name, the description, your company name will be at the top, the customer detail. This is the invoice title here. So also this is the payment system. You can see the bank name and the payment system has been attached to the invoice. You can now proceed to download it and share with the customer. So you can see this is the invoice. You can now share with your customer and you'll be good to go. So the next section is to click on actions. So from here to you can export, you can delete, duplicate, and delete the invoice. So that will be all for today. Thank you. If you have any question, you can leave in the comment section. Thank you.